Oh, yeah, Saturday afternoon ahead of Adelaide and Hawthorn here at headquarters. The Triple MCG, we've got a nice Saturday rub coming your way. I'm looking down here, Ryley Sanders ready to go. So nice winning by the Bulldogs last night. Nuff, of course, and I think there's some nice entries everyone's going to enjoy. Big helping in news, the Issie Quizzy.
Hey.
And that's going to be superb as well before we get to that game. And, well, there's only one question. I don't really want to say it because it's 2024 and everyone's getting very woke these days about what you can and can't say.
Careful with what you're about to say.
No, careful.
All right, there's an elephant not in the room. That's all I'm saying.
He's the size of an elephant.
He's the size of an elephant.
It's not the same.
I think he's been hanging with elephants. I think as part of what he's been doing, he's been around elephants.
And it's
And he's back in town and not here, Isaac Smith, your man, your Geelong mate.
Big William.
How do you go away for a month?
Well, I think they've gagged him.
And then come back after literally hanging your mates on air out to dry for a month.
For a month, yeah.
Not having any input into anything in the middle of the most busy part of the season.
Well, Izzie's had to give up a reunion today
Yeah.
of the Hawthorn
That's sad.
2014
That's it.
celebrations to be with us.
Is there something else here?
Limo,
Has
they've all had to come
has he
in.
been told not to come in because the show's been too good?
that's
Wow.
a very good.
I wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. But I just find it astounding. No, Jim, I'm sorry, mate, for leaving you for a month. I'm sorry that you've had to do all this heavy lifting. Sorry to the boys for a lack of appearance. And now I know he's in town.
Well, I was under the impression he was coming on today.
And nothing.
Not coming on at all.
No.
Not even on the phone.
No. Well, I just find it astounding. I'm going to Dave Cameron, our big boss, and I'm going to say, DC, we need to have a chat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because like he was to quote that beautiful Irish lady a few weeks back, his legs were already getting wobbly. Now they might have gone out from underneath.
They'd be tired.
I think we've got that audio from a couple of weeks ago.
Righto.
Give me a sec, Damo.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was a motion to say you're ready. Yeah.
No.
It's like you to go early.
Oh, we'll get back to that. When you mentioned elephant in the room, I thought you were referring to your good self because there is an elephant in the room with your selection.
Too much work.
With your selection.
Trunk.
To be a slider down the Neil Janaher fight MND slide. How's he?
Massive announcement yesterday.
Just sort of snuck under the radar.
So-
So I didn't really hear it over
Enormous
that.
announcement.
It's one of the.
Yeah, I didn't know until
Until Jim told me twice on the way in.
So you got Pat Rafter, US Open winner twice.
Yes.
Wimbledon finalist twice.
Yes.
Semi-finals, French Open, Aussie Open.
Yes.
You've got Aaron Phillips, a two-time premiership winning player, championship winning player in the WNBA, the American League. 3 times AFLW premiership player, 2 times AFLW League best and fairest.
Yes.
Wow.
Nick Nat-Nui, 3 times All-Australian, 2 times best and fairest, Mark of the Year, superstar bloke, and Jim.
Yes.
Is that
And
it?
Jim Brayshaw.
Jim snuck in there.
Two-bit cricketer and B-grade celebrity.
If you heard, Damo, the announcement yesterday.
No, we didn't.
I did say it was, I did say it was time to bring the celebrity back a notch. I thought they were flying too high.
they were.
I think it was time to just get a bit real
Clearly running out of celebrity.
with it all.
How many years has this been going on?
What?
Host like that
Look
one.
at Hose. What are you laughing at, Hose?
Very well.
Here's the Irish lady from the other day. He looks very wobbly.
I cannot believe Bill's not here.
What are you wearing, Jim? What are you
Well, I
wearing?
don't know. The theme's Rockstar, so it's well placed.
Oh,
Rockstar,
Well
yeah.
placed.
Rockstar.
I have had a look at what a little bit of what I'm meant to be wearing, and
Yeah.
I'm very worried.
oh, you already know.
Doesn't look good.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't
Where
look
you
like
going
it's
to
going
go
to work. Not allowed to say.
Not allowed
It's
to say?
It's a surprise.
I reckon
But
I might know what you should go as.
I've had a quick look and it doesn't look good.
What do you
Can't
reckon?
polish
Is?
it.
Oh, I don't know.
I think you can go with it.
I go with it.
Yeah. You've got
Come on, Izzy, be brave.
Even face on it.
easy.
Can I say it?
Be
Can I do
brave.
it?
Go with it.
Can I
Go with it, Easy.
I don't
It's
know.
getting giggly.
Rosie, can we go with it?
You go with it, Easy. It's getting
Go with
giggly.
it, Izzy.
Let's show some audio.
Oh, no.
It is quite amazing to have an act of this size live on the Footy Show. I mentioned at the start of the show, 90 million albums worldwide for this band. They got us off to a cracking start, and they're back with a song that was #1 right around the world. Put your hands together for Chris. Kiss, I should say, and I was made for loving you.
I have had a lot of people say, is it going to be out of respect for your magnificent anatomy? Is it going to be? But you can't because you got all the makeup and you're in the bath.
Or you
It's all
can.
gonna
I reckon
run
that'd suit you
everywhere.
well.
Tongue out.
Yeah,
Jim.
tongue out.
Long
not,
tongue.
not going to be that. I can tell you that. Not.
It's a
Do
cock.
you actually know what it's going to be?
I do.
You can't say.
And I'm not. I'm worried. That's all I'm going to say. I'm worried about my ability to pull it off.
So Rockstar
So your
theme.
kids there.
Rockstar theme.
Who do you most associate with? Like
Oh, don't worry.
Brian Adams?
Back
or-
in the day, it would have been a broad spectrum. But no, that's back in the day.
Jeff
That's
the Wiggle.
That's 30 years ago.
Wake up, Jeff. Everybody's
Glenn
sleeping.
Shorick.
Oh, Glenn Shorick.
Glenn Shorick.
Little
Jesus,
Riverband.
Damo.
Oh, you've lost me now.
Nah, that's not me. Anyway, are we
Oh, no.
clothes on or are we
No,
shirt
they're-
off?
No,
maybe?
they're all
Well, I hope it's-
clothes
I
on.
hope it's a clothes on. It's a cold bath.
Clothes on. All I am terrified of is what I saw happen to Fags.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He tore his
Hamstring.
hamstring off the
Yeah.
bone.
Badly.
Off
Surgery.
the bone.
Yeah.
Not ideal.
I don't want that.
He handled it well, though.
He
He did.
He's amazing.
You wouldn't know he did it. Did you?
No.
No. Hey, you have got the Hawthorn 2014 reunion today, though.
I do, yes.
How's your life? How's his life, Jim? So 2013
Yep.
had the 10-year reunion last year.
Yep.
2014 got it this year. 2015, obviously next
Yep.
year. And now that he's added a 2022 premiership for
That's
the
it.
Cats, in obviously 2032, he'll be able to go 32, 33, 34, 35
Yep.
with premiership
I
reunion.
know. That's
Yeah.
cool.
He's a
He
freak.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do for 6 years, to be honest.
will. In between. I
6, 7, 8, 9.
I can see your great mate El Hodge through the glass here, and he doesn't look like he's focused one bit on
Nah.
the work he's doing. He's just getting ready to lubricate.
Yeah. He has sent through a text just before saying, I am thirsty.
Thirsty.
Get me off this program.
So what are we up in a box somewhere? What's that?
Yeah, we're in the Nissan box
Right.
across there. I think it's only 3 boxes combined. So
All righto.
there'll be a few of us in there, Jim. And Jordan Lewis sent through a nice early video at 11:30. He clocked on straight away. And,
Oh, did he?
yeah, Josh
He's a
Gibson's in
lightweight.
there already.
He's a lightweight.
You're not happy
He
with
would
him?
have tipped that out. he would have been. He's Axe the hero, and he's zero. He would have. Oh, let's get on it, boys. Straight in the pot plant.
Yeah.
Oh, one of those drinks.
Yeah, he's.
Well, interests me the Vince Lewis relationship. I'm not sure it's on that solid a ground.
Yeah,
To
well,
be-
he pots me all the time, so I've got to get him back, Jim. And that was an opportunity. I took it.
You keep putting him in enough.
Unfortunately, I haven't got him in today, but I've got him in the opener, and he hates it. He
Yeah,
hates
he
it.
does.
So
Gotta
if we can just get, got to give.
you give it a little bit.
Speak English.
Will the coach be in the box?
I'm hoping so.
Yes.
I haven't been in a group chat with him. I think he's had a busy week. So,
He's had a busy week.
Well, not
but
so
I hope he's in the box. That's why you win them. So,
Of course.
players, coaches,
Well, he's got
staff.
to coach a game
Stuart
of footy.
Fox, the CEO of
Yes.
the MCC. I'm sure he'll roll around, and he was CEO at the time. So, looking forward to a good day. And Jack Gunston, our good mate's 250th. I think he deliberately lined it up.
Yeah,
but,
good.
He'll have all his mates here watching him.
He'll pop up at half time.
Who,
Say good day.
who holds court best in those moments?
Bradley Hill does, but
Ah.
I think he's the only one that won't be there because he's
He'll be playing.
Yeah, West Coast over there.
This afternoon.
I think he
Well,
asked Ross for the weekend off, but he didn't give it to him.
Well, that would have gone down well at the moment.
They need him at the moment, the Saints.
Yeah, no, but last year, 2013, Hilly had literally the whole organisation.
Yep.
He was holding court, and we'll miss him.
14 was that? Who's that? Freeman?
Sydney.
How many representation will you get? Like, will it be full team, most team, about 10? What?
No, I reckon there'll be 20 of us.
Oh, that's good.
So
Wow.
Gunner and Hilly.
Yeah, Luke Bruce.
Luke Bruce.
Yeah, but they'll be there after.
Yep.
Yeah.
Liam Shields, they've got a bye.
Yeah, he'll be there. Yeah, no, he called me yesterday. I think he was already starting
He's
to
looking forward
lubricate.
to it.
He actually went for a little sneaky run yesterday because he goes,
No.
"Well, I'm not sure what the weekend's going to be like."
Got it out of the way.
Preparation.
So outside of Hodgie, is Hodgie the only one that played and Sam Mitchell in the 4?
No. So you got
Cyril?
Grant Birchall, Cyril, Ruffy.
Rough did.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Now, is
Yeah.
Ruffridge going to be up there?
Yeah, he'll be up there.
Well, has he developed a personality?
He's
No
at St
comment.
Kilda, though.
I'll tell
isn't
you what I won't. Talking about drinking, I won't be drinking with Ruff. Ruff's one of these guys that he will punch 20 beers in the first 4 hours of
and
being
then-
there,
no, and then go on.
goes home to bed.
Yeah,
and you've
yeah.
gone 1 for 1 with him.
Yeah,
and
and then
it's
you-
6 o'clock at night, and you think,
yeah.
I've got to be here till midnight, and
Yeah.
you're trying to hang on.
You're fried.
Have you brought your cowboy hat to wear later?
Oh, here we go. I actually grabbed Jim's cowboy suit to go with my cowboy hat.
I'm-
Oh, shots fired, Bert. Well,
we're
be careful.
all we're all envious, been hard. Nothing better than a reunion. Get boys back together.
How do they go?
What do you do in the 2021 reunion? Because you were part of the
Yeah,
celebration.
I actually played a big role in that. I did. I was in the song. So if you're in the song, you're part of the reunion.
What, you get invited to the reunion?
Oh, well, there's not too much else to celebrate.
He played Rover.
Actually, I got a few cricket ones. Stansbury, got 11 of them.
That's
so
where you took your clothes off, wasn't it? That was a story one year, wasn't it?
One of them, yeah. Got
around the pool table.
the only thing
got
is
nude, wasn't it?
I got caught. Yeah, Undy Sunday it was.
No Undy Sunday.
It was no Undy Sunday at
They're
that
good.
stage.
They're good fun.
Good fun.
Did you make any runs in any of those finals? I don't think you did, really.
I got a couple of 80s, Jim. But, geez, I was a good fielder and good
fielder. I was a good fielder.
Location?
We don't do this very often.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't think we've done it since the old enforcer branded one of our callers an F-wit, and that sort of barred us from ever taking calls again. But apparently we've got one that's worked its way through. Hello, this is Triple M Football.
G'day, you flogs. I'm back in town.
Oh, yes.
Where are you, the bot?
I'm at the bot. I couldn't make it. I lobbed in last night and had a couple of beers. I'm just leaving the bot now, so I won't be able to make it today.
In fact, you haven't been able to make it for a month. Where the hell are you
sorry
been?
about that, Jim. I didn't know I'd take so long and I'd be so good at a certain game that I've been playing. But I have no idea what I've been doing. But I tell you what, how's the AFL media rising star going? What about that?
Yeah, he's flying.
What about Izzy? Fair dinkum. Mate, let me tell you, no Harley Reid is he fair dinkum. Rising star, my
I was
arse.
hoping you didn't come back.
Yeah, he's settled in, Bill. He's got your
A
seat.
lot of people have rang me and texted me saying, please come back. He talks a bit slow, he's boring. And they never know which hat has he got on, the Cats hat or the Hawks hat today?
Just the cowboy hat.
Sort of reunion.
Got the Hawks one on today, Bill.
Yeah, some sort of reunion. They're overrated, aren't they?
Yeah, well, you would know if they're over or underrated. You haven't been,
The
have you?
rising star, fair dinkum. Give me a spell. And Damo, I hope you had a crack at Jim. What about that?
Can you believe he's doing it? Yeah, we just said that Pat Rafter, Aaron Phillips, Nick Nat Nui, alongside a two-bit cricketer and a B-grade celebrity. How's this happened?
Imposter. No, that's the only word for it. It's just somehow it must be a Channel 7 thing. They've said, we need someone from the network. Put him in.
Yeah.
And,
I hadn't thought of that, Bill, but that's a good angle, actually. That's exactly how it would have happened.
I can go down as myself and have more sizzle than you did. You're the most boring slider the thing's ever seen.
Assumption College. Mate, I had the jumper on. I was doing
that resonated with people. You just had a stupid rowing singlet on, looked like a fat whale.
And I had BP budgie smugglers on.
Now,
But
Jeff
you're
Farmer
wear the
came on.
mankini.
Fact,
You've got to wear the mankini.
Jeff Farmer came on during the week and said that he slid at the same time you did, and he had a very tight outfit on, and you said, I'd take one of these blue pills if I were you, Jeff. I have, and it helps. And Jeff said he looked downstairs and you had an innie.
And a lot of people out there listening know that that's not true.
Oh.
Hey, Bill, where have you been?
I've been, mate, I've
say
been
it.
travelling. Don't worry about that. I can tell you where I went to Argentina. Couple of us. Well done, Hose. Well done, Hose. Bonner's Aries.
There's enough. Good. Like it.
Oh, my God.
How did Oscar go in that South American continent?
Oscar, let me tell you, we were going. We actually had a really good trip. Thank God for Oscar, because you imagine me limping around, falling behind, doing nothing in these challenges. And Oscar boy, did he fire up? He was fantastic. So he kept us alive there for a while. We had look, I can't say much. It's all confidential. We've signed
I travelled with you to LA and New York and said when we landed, I'm never, ever doing that again. You're a liability.
Yes, exactly. And that's again of the liability. Don't worry about that. But we had some fun. We saw some unbelievable things. I'll tell you all about it one day.
They're a big elephant. Did you get over to Africa?
That's not Bill.
The elephant.
There it is. That's my nickname, the old trunk.
Big ears.
Fat, are we seeing you on Monday? Are you going to turn up for work?
Yes. 4 o'clock Monday, I'll be there, Jimmy boy. I've been working on my jokes, and I'll come
And next Saturday, you'll be back for the rub?
next Saturday, not this, obviously today.
You're coming in today? Okay.
Yeah, that'll be next Saturday, yeah.
Saturday, what have you been doing, Damo? Still potting North Melbourne, are you? That's all you've done for the last year.
Well, it won't surprise you. They haven't won since you left.
Neither of
I tell you
Geelong.
I tell you haven't won since I left. When I left the country, the Cats are 7-0 sitting top of the tree looking beautiful.
Yeah.
How have they lost their last 4?
Well, they didn't kick enough points.
Oh, thank you, Ryley.
That's the sort of in-depth commentary you bring it, Bill.
That's what we get.
No, the Cremorne's been rocking, Bill. I think that's been the issue.
It's actually done all right. I've got to get down there today and see if there's anything there for poor old Wilbur.
With
Oh,
Clarkie.
yeah. No, that's
Poor old
it.
Wilbur.
Because you'll be battling for a shekel. All right, well, bugger off, Fat. We'll see you on Monday.
Lovely speaking to you all. Monday, 4 o'clock, the rush hour. Don't miss it. Fat is back, and that's that.
Sam Darcy, incredible goal late in that game, and the Duke again gave him nothing.
Absolutely
We put him
nothing.
straight up on screen
Yep.
and it's just stonewall.
Yep.
I'm getting tired of it.
Give us something.
We need an inquisition.
Well, Peter Dacos gets up
Yeah.
and about. He's
Loved it.
high-five and wrestling blokes.
Loved it.
Das, just nothing.
No, well, that's what I said. Like, his son's already a better footballer, and his wife Beck is much better company. And we just need to keep pointing it out until people
Do you
understand.
reckon that's what he's filthy about?
I think
that
that's
he's
it.
better. He knows that
Already
Sam's
been
better.
passed.
Yeah, go
He
on.
never
Oh, so
did-
you reckon he's unhappy with his son?
Never
maybe.
did any of that.
Jealous.
I never saw him kick a match sealer.
No.
From up against
I
the
tell you what, how
boundary
good
line.
is he?
Brilliant.
Good.
Hey, this man's brilliant too. Young player out of North Launceston.
Yes.
And he's flying 15 possessions last night. Looks absolutely right at home at the top level. And he's jumped on the phone. Ryley Sanders, welcome to you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, boys.
A ripper night, big crowd. You're taking on the Pies, down in the game, and then flew home. It must have been those last 25 minutes ripper to be a part of.
Yeah, it was great. Obviously, big crowd, 40-odd thousand there. So it was great to, get the win against a really good side in Collingwood. Yeah, it was good fun.
As Jim mentioned, jumped early, 4-1, all off the back of centre bounce. But, geez, you're able to turn that around. Plus 17 in clearance, plus 23 inside 50. Just gave you good looks.
Yeah, definitely. The first quarter, they were just on fire. Like, obviously, Mickey Dacos and Chris were just getting out of the front of the stoppage. And once we could nullify, their centre bounce clearances, we got on top of the game, which was nice. And then, to come back and, end up kicking 30 more points than them in the last quarter was great.
Riley, socks down last night?
Yeah, no, I was getting a bit hot in Marvel. It was quite, the legs were feeling a bit heavy
It's
with
like
the
a
socks
furnace.
up. So, I've got a lot of comments. I had a clinic this morning, and the young kids were asking why the socks were down. So, we'll see how we go next week.
And you obviously knew at the Western Bulldogs. You're probably playing with the greatest Bulldog of all time. What's the awe around Bontempelli?
Yeah, it's special. I had an interview last night, and I was just saying, like, it's so, as I was saying, special for me to be able to play with such a, a champion. Like, not too many people get to play with players as good as him. 40-odd touches or whatever he had and a couple of goals. Like, he can do it all. So hopefully, if I can learn a thing or two off him, that'd be great.
And we've got a special interest in one of your players because we do a fair bit of work with his dad, Sam Darcy. He looks like he could be absolutely anything in this competition.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you anymore. I remember in the pre-season when I first got here, I'm like, this bloke's, going to be an absolute star. Obviously in his third year now, and he's obviously had, a lot of injuries in his first few years, but he's just scratching the surface. I reckon he'll be, probably the best key forward for the next 10 or so years. And then obviously you put him along with Jamara and Nordy and Jordan Croft, another first-round pick who was in my draft. It's going to be pretty special to play with those boys.
You met his old man. He's a boring man. It wouldn't be a lot of sizzle when he wanders into the rooms. You wandered over to Duke and then been surprised at how little you got back.
Yeah, no, he's actually. I get on really well with him. I went out to dinner with Sam and his family when I first got drafted, and he was actually up and about in the rooms last night. But I did see the video on my social media of him not celebrating. But I think he was just saving it for when he got in the rooms because he was pretty up and about.
Ryley, how have you found it yourself? Came into football with big fanfare, a high draft pick, and then Luke Beveridge in the off-season describing you as the best first-year player he had seen prepare for a first season of footy. You then had a situation where you were the sub and subbed off, and then even time in the VFL. You get to last night, you're again dominant and playing a key role in a big win. It's been a whirlwind of form and, I suppose, emotion for you.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been a roller coaster. Obviously, you know, I thought I was tracking all right in the pre-season and then played the first 5 or 6 games, then obviously got subbed off and then dropped and back to the VFL and then, come back in last week wasn't meant to play and then came in as the, late emergency or whatever. And then, literally just trying to play my role for the team and take on all the advice and feedback that the coaches are giving me just to solidify my spot in the team. And then, once I do that, just really start to show my strengths and, do the things I did in the under-18s.
I'm assuming it would have been a disappointment for you to have to go back and play VFL. But now that you've endured it and been through it and come back out of it, when you reflect on it now, what did it teach you?
Yeah, no, as you were saying, I was obviously disappointing because I want to, be playing AFL and helping the team win. But I've got a really good mentor, Issie here. He's like, mate, it'll be the best thing for you. It'll make you, more hungry and it'll teach you, that kind of what a privilege it is to play AFL. So it definitely did that for me. So I think in the long run it'll be a lot, better for me and make me a better player.
So, Ryley, you're a North Launceston boy.
Yep.
Grew up, who'd you support?
I was Gold Coast Suns, actually.
Oh, that just ruins my
How's
whole
the only supporter that Gold Coast have got?
How were you not a Hawthorn supporter?
I know.
Mainly, we delivered you 3 premierships.
I know. I still went to all your games, don't worry. I still went with my nan and my cousins to the 4 games in Launceston each year, but I was just, Gary Ablett was my hero, so... And Hawthorn, everyone went for Hawthorn back in Lonnie, so I had to go something different.
Yeah. Who was your favourite Hawks player?
Probably you.
Oh, yes!
Don't say that.
What are you doing? Bernard asked a really interesting question, actually. We knew you were coming on. How did you end up at the Sandy Dragons? Explain that connection.
Yeah, so pretty much halfway through year 10, I was just playing with the Tassie Mariners back home and going to school in Lonnie, and then got offered a scholarship to come over to Melbourne Grammar for year 11 and 12. So obviously jumped at that opportunity, and then they're kind of linked up with the Sandy Dragons. So just played with Sandy in my under-18s year, and then obviously still play with the Allies because I was born in Tassie. So that's the main reason. But yeah, they were great. It's obviously a bit of a footy factory down there. I think we had about 10 drafted from the team last year, and then got a few really talented players in this year's draft, like Levi Ashcroft, Luke Trainer, those boys. So, mainly just come over here to help my footy and stuff.
And you were playing with Will Ashcroft, or had he already gone by then?
Yeah, I played with both of them. So I played with Will when I was in year 11 and then Levi last year as well.
They're a nut set up, the Sandy Dragons.
Amazing. Did you say Melbourne Grammar?
Yeah.
That's a long way from North Launceston.
Yeah, I'll say, yeah. It was
anywhere's a long way from
eye-opener.
North Launceston.
Just hanging out to 2028 for the big contract to go on?
Nah, stay at the Bulldogs, I reckon.
Of course you will. Of course you will. What else, mate? When you play Friday night, you get the weekend off. What are you doing? You've done the clinic, so nicely done. You've ticked the box. Now, is there a little lunch fee anywhere, or what are you doing?
Yeah, so my parents and grandparents come up from Tassie, so I'll just spend the weekend with them. They head home early tomorrow morning, so yeah, just chill out, get lots of recovery in to hopefully prepare well for next Friday night against Brizzy and hopefully get another win.
All right, the coach isn't listening now. What are you actually doing?
Is Ricky Ponting, is there any other famous person that's ever come from Launceston?
Richie Port.
Oh,
yeah, bike rider.
Richie Port.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
That's about it.
He's struggling.
Now, Ryley Sanders.
Hopefully.
Loved watching last night. The Dogs, after three-quarter time, Marcus Bontempelli, as the boys pointed out, is just he's a different breed. And it was awesome to watch him go to work and the rest of the team. And you're now back to parity on the season. Good luck for the rest of it.
Yeah, thank you. Good to chat to you, boys.
Ryley Sanders, impressive young man.
Very
We had
much
him
so.
on 7 coverage last night, and he speaks very well and he's very honest. I like the look of him, Purple.
No, I do too, and I love the admissions that the learning experience of that being forced to go back to the VFL at a stage when he didn't think he was going to have to. I love it.
No, did well. Now I see enough.
Yes.
I see enough. I see the Izzy Quizzy. I like this. It's starting to get a good look. It's starting to get a brownless, not required
A
look.
permanent look.
For me, I like it a lot.